What's up, everybody? Shagdog here. Not conforming or complying with anybody. We're just coming straight out, do this rocker reviews and awesome brews album review of Tesla's 1994 Bust a Nut. Some of you might not have even heard of that one. But yes, there was an album called Bust a Nut by Tesla, the rock band, not the car. Came out in 1994. Tesla. Man, it came out really good stuff in the 80s. And I think the last one before Bust a Nut was Psychotic Supper. It had Edison Medicine, that kind of stuff, which I thought was a great album also. And his music played in the background is just music from StreamYard, so it's nothing special. The awesome brew I'm drinking today is a Yuengling Lager. I reviewed it earlier out of a bottle and I've had it many times. I don't know why I'm doing that today. I can't do the bottle caps off, huh? Yeah, so rockin' reviews, awesome brews, Tesla Bust a Nut. I bought this album 1994 when I was stationed in Panama while I was in the Army, and man, I love this album. CD, I used to be the battalion mailroom clerk. In the afternoon, I had a different job earlier in the day, but second half of the day, I was the battalion mail clerk. Then I have to pick up the mail. The brigade mail clerk dropped the bag of mail off. I just sorted the mail, rerouted mail, put mails in the mailbox, and battalion personnel. But I had my CD player in there. Matter of fact, I bought a second little boombox CD player that I had in the left it in the mail room because I left my Bust a Nut CD in there for a while, and I'd be playing Bust a Nut. Let's turn this Bust a Nut music off in the background, but turn down a little bit. I played this album and CD, and people would be like, "What the hell is that?" I'm like, "It's Tesla. Bust a Nut." And they're like, "Man, turn that shit off." But this is 94, grant you, the grunge years in full effect. And, all these youngins. I was only like 20, 94. I was like 22. I've been 23 at the end of the year. So I was still loving my hair bands, whatever you want to call them. Glam metal is what we call them back then, kind of. Something like that. But anyhow, so this album, 1994, it was the final studio album that they had on Geffen Records. They've came out with other albums since then, but to me, this is their last great record. The first single was Mama's Fool. I didn't care too much for that song, and then it followed by I Need Your Lovin', and typical Tesla type song. Ooh, I need your loving, 'cause without your love don't mean nothing. Typical Tesla type song. And A Lot to Lose, which is kind of like a ballad a little bit, but Tesla style of a ballad. Yeah. But anyhow, I think they should have came out with some other songs on the album as singles. They might have hit. Who knows? They had actually some peace type hard rocking songs, but they're peace themed, or humans are destroying the earth type songs. And I thought some of those songs would have been great during that time to come out as singles. I don't know why the record company or them. I mean, I know why, because they're the typical Tesla songs, but they should have picked some of their other songs. Let's just go through the list right now. The first song off the album was a song called The Gate / Invited. The Gate was like the musical intro going into the song, The Invited, and it all connected. So, The Gate, I don't think they really needed that, but it was pretty cool the way they set it up in the intro, and it kicks into right when the part where it kicks into the actual song of The Invited is like, and The Invited was a pretty good song. I thought that could have been a single. You don't even know where, it's a pretty good song. Anything is possible. You don't know where I'm going. You don't even know where I've been. It's good and it rocks and it's a great song. Kudos for that song. Next one, Shine Away. A lot of songs in the early 90s had Shine, Shine on Me, and Shine Away, and Shine This. A lot of different bands had some type of Shine song, you know? I wonder if underneath that meant something different. Anyhow, that was a pretty good one. That was actually a pretty long song, 6 minutes and 44 seconds, but it was a pretty good song. Shine away, one look at you, and I can see from the light of day. Shine. Pretty good. I'm not going to sing the whole album. I might. I wish I could play the music, but I can't find any karaoke versions or non copyright versions, of course. So, next song, I believe. I'm skipping songs actually. That one went from 1 to 3. Number 2 was Solution. Great song. Solution to solve the world's problems that they're pretty much talking about. It was really good. I thought it was great. And it rocks. I'm trying to think of it right now. Just forgive me for a second. Let's take a sip of that beer. Maybe that'll bring back some memories. Basically, it's the solution to make a world better today. Talk about tomorrow. I was going to bring up the lyrics. I didn't bring them up, but down on the wire, because the kids don't know. Down on the wire. Mother Nature's on her knees, and was a reason for her disease. Great song, I thought. Shine Away, we talked about. Number 4, Try So Hard. Kind of like a slow song. Try so hard. Try so hard. Do you believe in me? And Jeff Keith's voice just really rocks or resonates on this album. Next, Try So Hard. Pretty good. Next one, another great one. She Want. I thought Jammer would like this one. That's why I wanted him to listen to this album, because Jammer liked the song She Wants Money by Rat on Out of the Cellar. And this one's similar. It's like she want everything. She want everything and anything. She wants more. Pretty much talking about a girl wants more, wants you know how women are. Not to offend any women friends of mine, but you know the deal. Really good song though. She want, she want more. She want more. Great song. I loved it. Next one was a ballad. It was apparently one of their releases. I didn't even know they had any single releases, but apparently I was in Panama, so I probably didn't see the videos if they actually had any. Need Your Lovin'. Kind of a rockin' ballad. Ooh, I need your lovin'. 'Cause without you, baby, love don't mean nothing. Yeah, it was pretty good. Typical Tesla song right there. Next one was a rocker, Action Talks. Action Talks. I can't remember the words now. Another kind of a political song, you know, like Action Talks, you know, quit giving us bullshit words and give us the action, you know, that you're saying these promises. Pretty good song. Next one's Mama's Fool. I didn't really like it. Apparently it was one of the singles. Not one of my favorite songs on the album. Next one was Cry. Pretty good song. Cry, really good. You know, Crying Ocean. No matter what, you know, cry till you feel that it's over. I should have brought up the lyrics. Great song, though. If you want to hear that one, buy the album, or you look it up on YouTube. Just play the whole. You can play the whole thing on YouTube. Come on. Earth Mover, another good one. A Lot to Lose. That's apparently one of their singles. Kind of a rockin' ballad again. Typical Tesla type song. That one's more of a ballad though. It says stuff like "Got me 2 times a wife, just like my," kind of talk about comparing the wife to the mother, just like my mother. She's there to love and understand. Got me 2 times a wife. I guess saying like she's 2 times a wife, not just typical wife. 2 times. Uh, I don't know why we even do it. All I know is I'm so there. We always make it through it. One way or another, we're gonna make it, my friend. What? Wait, is that the same song? Yeah, I think that's it. So, for some reason, I can't remember the chorus. Oh well. Rubber Band, another one. Sticks to Me, Sticks to You, Political, whatever. The next one was a great song. It's kind of kiddie-ish in a way, but it's kind of political in some ways too. Wonderful World. Um, what the hell is the one part of the song? Talking about the Easter Bunny, kind of like kids believe in the Easter Bunny, but what real life happens. Like talks about JF. It doesn't say JFK, but it talks about a president getting killed, and it kind of insinuate, at that point, JFK. And then they redid a classic song called "The Games That People Play," which was originally done by, I can't remember right offhand. Let me Google it. Who did "The Games That People Play"? Joe, was that it? Joe South?
They're legally robbing you. And it's happening every time you pay for car insurance. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
A big chunk of your...
Yeah, that one. Joe South, did he really do that? That was for 1969. Good cover. I mean, I don't need a cover song, but that was an alright cover. The games people play, na 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 na. That was a good song too. I wish I could play the whole album on here. I don't want to get blocked though. Really good. I probably should have done some more research before I did this video. Like each song, a couple lines from it. I actually put it down so I could sing it or read it at least. Great stuff, man. Tesla Bust a Nut. One of my favorite Tesla albums. I liked all the Tesla albums back then, from the first one all the way to this one. I didn't really buy or listen to any other albums after this one. I probably should. But yeah, Bust a Nut is based on Nikolai Tesla was the name of the band. That's who it was named after. And he actually supposedly invented a nut busting machine, and they actually had the blueprints for it in the inside sleeve, So that's pretty cool. I don't know if Tesla's nut buster ever sold too well, or it's like a big machine, like this big, and nut goes through, and thing comes down, busts a nut, bust a nut. Yeah, great album. I would recommend listening to it if you liked original Tesla mechanical resonance, whatever the hell it's called. All the early stuff. The 1994 one, if you missed it, Bust a Nut, pretty good. So on this Rockin' Review, an awesome brew. I'd probably give this one a, for what it is, Tesla. Yeah, friggin' A. There you go. That's an A. All around. I mean, personally, for me, some people might like a couple of those songs. Just Mama's Fool didn't do it for me. Games that people play is enjoyable, but I'm like, it's a song. It's already been done. So unless you really put a really good spin on a song, old song, and for a cover, they do an all right version of it, but So they're probably the two biggest, two songs that I don't like that. But there's 14 songs in the album. That's a pretty big album there. 14 songs. And most of the songs are averaging 4 to 5 minutes. Of course, you got Shine Away 6:44. A couple of them are almost 6 minutes, 5:45. We try so hard, There's a couple of them, a little like Wonderful World's a short song, 3 minutes 50 seconds. Solution, great song, 3 minutes 57 seconds. So, but most of them are between 4 and 5 minutes, a little bit over 5 minutes, 5:14, 5:12. Yeah, great album. I'll listen to it, enjoy it. This has been a horrible beer review by Shagdog. Or not beer review, album review. I should probably zoom in a little bit. I got that. That's that machine behind me around that front background. Tesla busted nut. Yeah, so Tesla busted nut. Buy it. Busted nut, y'all. A lot of these bands, Great White lead singer, what's his name? I can't remember his name offhand now. I'm tired from work. Yeah, rough night at work. Great White lead singer Jack Russell. Jack Russell, was that it?
According to Wikipedia, Jack Patrick Russell.
Jack Russell passed away August 15th. So cheers, Jack. I wasn't really a big Great White fan. To me, they had a couple good songs. I probably got to review some of their albums too because I never really listened to their full albums. Once Bitten, Twice Shy, Rock Me. I forget the other couple songs. I need to review them sometime too. But yeah, these rockers are getting old, man. They're not going to be around for much longer. Us, from the 80s, those of us that are in our 50s, late 40s, 50s, late 50s, early 60s that love the 80s hair band scene, a lot of these guys aren't going to last that much longer. They're all in their 60s, 70s. The lead singer for the Scorpions, Night Ranger, the drummer, Kelly Keagy, 77. And he sounded good a couple years ago. I saw him on a video. I'm like, wow, he was like 72, 73 at that time, about 4 years ago. I'm like, wow, he sounds pretty good. Almost as good as he did, 20 years ago. But I seen a recent video, two different. I was like, he must have been sick that night. I watched a different one from a couple weeks later, and he still sounded horrible. I think age is catching up with him. So a lot of these guys are going to have to, like Steven Tyler just retired. Some of these guys are going to be retiring or kicking the bucket soon. I mean, you can't go forever rocking. I mean, in your soul, you're probably rocking still, but up here and here, you can't rock forever. Yeah, so great album. Try it. I would actually recommend any Tesla record from that time frame. Tesla albums, even some of the newer ones, which I never listened to myself, so I'll probably have to listen to some of those, which is basically the original Mechanical Resonance 5 minute. Oh, wait, that came out later, but anyhow, where the hell is the good one? I think it's in alphabetical order. What the fuck? There we go. All right. Mechanical Resonance. The Great Radio Controversy was a great one. Psychotic Supper, Busted Nut. Those four right there are pretty good. Later on, they had The Now, Forevermore, Simplicity, and Shock in 2019. They had an acoustic one called Twisted Wires and Acoustic Sessions. They had a live one, of course, a 5-man acoustical jam, which is an awesome album. I had that one. 2001, they did a Replugged Live. I'm not sure how that one went out, but the 5-man, acoustical jam was a really good one. So if you include that 5-man acoustical jam with the first 4 albums, I mean, that's 5 spectacular albums right there. I really like. I know a lot of people like their first two albums. I know a lot of great songs on those albums too, but I really like Psychotic Supper and Busted Nut myself. The first one, I mean, the songs. I shouldn't do a quick review anyhow, but Easy. I just never really got a test. I mean, when they first came out, Modern Day Cowboy, I loved that song, but that was probably about it. Maybe Little Susie. Only two I heard actually. I never really bought the album, but later on, Before My Eyes, which came out on the 5-Man Acoustical Jam, was a great song. And then when I heard the original version, I was like, wow, that was pretty good. Changes, Getting Better, Coming at You Live. That's the key ones on the first album. And then the next one, A Great Radio Controversy, which is a pretty good one. Hang Tough, Heaven's Trail, No Way Out, parentheses, whatever. The Way It Is, Love Song. Paradise is a pretty good song. The rest of mine I never heard of, so I probably have to go back and listen to that. Oh, excuse me. Probably have to go back and listen to that one or something. And the Psychotic Supper, man, was a really good Edison Medicine, Change of the Weather, Don't Rock Me, Call It What You Want, Song and Emotion, Freedom Slaves, What You Give. Pretty good songs, I thought. That one had 13 songs on it, too. So Tessa liked putting 12, 13, 14 songs on a record. Maybe Guns N' Roses should have took note on that when they did Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. They should have just took 13 or 14 songs, put on one record instead of two records that weren't that great anyhow, even with the hits on them. Even with the good songs, it was too. I don't want to talk about Guns N' Roses right now. Screw it. But anyhow, yeah. I think that's going to do it for this one. I usually finish our beers and the beer reviews, but I got this whole beer to go. Let me look up the Hair Metal Guru, see what kind of videos he's got lately. And I talked about Jammer about doing this months ago, like beer review, album reviews or something. We just never started it. And then I came across this guy called the Hair Metal Guru, which he's really into a lot of hair metal stuff I never heard of before, so I was interested to learn new stuff. But really enjoy hearing his reviews, top 10 albums every year or whatever. We're doing a top 10. Me and Jammer, we started. I do 83 by myself. We're supposed to be going to 84 next, whenever the next time we get together. But we're doing everything. Whatever our best favorite albums for each year was. Granted, maybe later on, late 80s or early 90s, I might have more hair metal. But 83, I had a lot of, just contemporary rock, a little pop, stuff like that. Even 84, I only got a few hair metal bands, hair bands. So whenever we get to it, let's see, YouTube, hair metal. I think I'm subscribed to. I got like 3 different YouTube channels, so I'm not sure if I'm subscribed with him with the beer review channel. But let me check. Let's check. I should be, but. Oh, okay. I wasn't subscribed to him. I'm subscribed to him on my other 2 websites because on the TV I watch, YouTube with Fire Stick, so I got that with my old Shagdog YouTube account, and then on my phone I got a different Google account, so I subscribed to him there. But yeah, he's kicking our butts. Well, of course we do beer reviews, but just to show you his last few videos, if I can find it. And he's got 4 days ago one about when a singer's voice is shot. I'm surprised I didn't talk about Kelly Keegan on that one. I watched most of that video. Oh, this he did pretty much from the 90s, and he worked his way down to the top 10 albums each year. And he usually has a special guest join him. So they give their top 10. He gives his top 10. So it's like different, really the top 20. And those hair bands mostly, but when they start getting the lower 80s, 85, 80s, and below, is like they were throwing in bands like the Outfield or whatever. Oh, now they're doing, yeah, the last one was 1980. Yeah, I got to watch that one. I got to watch that one. That's what me and Jammer should do. We should record these videos and then edit them, but that's cool. I got a little. I'm gonna pause that. I'm gonna watch that. Whew. Yeah, we started off at 83. He worked his way down from like 96, and they're down to 1980. They're going backwards. Me and Jam, I started off at 83. I'm like, let's go forward. But then again, if Jammer can't make it as much as I like to do these videos, I might go backwards when I do videos without him, but go forward with him or whatever. It don't matter. Hey, Shagdog, Spitter Swallow Beer Review, our rocket reviews, and awesome brews. Hey, Tesla bust a nut, man. Bust that. Not Young MC bust a move, but bust a nut by Tesla. Check it out. I might have to edit this video. Hey. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Shagdog, Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Rocking out with some beer and awesome album reviews. We'll see you on the next one.